The wheels are only ever driven by an electric motor, and that means that we can control the engine that's generating the electricity separately to the driving speed and the acceleration. But we've also added another technology, which is active noise cancellation. So very similar to the headphones that you use on the aeroplane, we have a speaker in the luggage room of the car that will play the inverse noise to the engine and cancel it out. So when you're driving around the city, the engine can start and stop, and you won't even notice it's happening.
Hey, it's Hamish and Andy. Delve back in time with the new season of the Remembering Project podcast.
Brand new episodes every Thursday across the summer. Grab them on the Listener app or wherever you get your podcast.
SAFM News Briefing.
G'day, it's Tom Perri with you. School funding is becoming a case of the haves and have-nots. New data shows private schools in South Australia typically receive 22% more regular income than public schools per student. The Australian Education Union's Corinna Haythorpe hopes it becomes an election issue.
We need all governments to prioritise funding to public schools. There are negotiations taking place right now between the Commonwealth and state governments. Those negotiations need to deliver full funding, and then we need a bipartisan commitment from all political parties to make sure that public schools have the funding they need.
Fire crews and investigators are returning to the scene of a blaze at Rocky Camp today, which has claimed 46 hectares of land. Emergency services were alerted to the grass fire just after 4:30 p.m. yesterday, with CFS and Forest Industry Brigades working into the night to strengthen control lines and extinguish hotspots. Southeast residents are being advised that trucks will still be heading in and out of the area today as crews continue with their blackout efforts. And everything's on track for this weekend's Bay Festival in Port Macdonald. Sites are all marked and operators are ready to get themselves planted for the event, which promises fun activities for young and old alike. Spokesperson Stephen Johnston says they're hoping for a big turnout.
We're hoping to get that 3,500 to 4,000 people through the gates, and weather's going to play a big part of it, and thankfully we've actually got some really good weather for the Saturday, so if we could exceed those numbers, we'd be ecstatic.
After this, there is no turning back. You sip the red can, the story ends. You sip the black can, you enter dreamland. And I show you just how good the truth can taste. Take the Pepsi Max Taste Challenge.
The Mount Gambier Pioneers women's side has announced another signing, this time a player from New Zealand. 23-year-old Maddie Timms will join for the 2025 NBL 1 South season, with coach Matt Sutton saying she'll be a great addition and will bring some great physicality to the roster. Meantime, Dylan Marshall is returning to the men's squad for his third season in local colours. He says the region's his home away from home and is excited about the year.
Thanks all of us.
Hamish and Andy's Remembering Project. Brand new episodes every Thursday across summer. Grab them on the Listener app or wherever you get your podcasts.
SAFM weather.
Today on the Limestone coast, mostly sunny, heading for a top of 31 degrees. Tomorrow, 40 degrees with a possible late shower. Sunday, 24. The Imperfects new podcast season is out now. Search The Imperfects on the Listener app.